think it's in a good spot.
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably. Oh shit! Oh no!
What's up? Oh, the logo?
This is a Corsair laptop. Okay, guys.
Let's see if we have anything.
It's okay. Where's a piece of paper? We need to cover the Corsair or the logo.
You have any? Or Lana's the tape.
One, where's the tape?
Or is it BaseTradeTV?
I don't know. You look at it, you probably.
Oh, thank you, Ty.
A sticker? Anything? What are you supposed to do?
You have like a box. You have like a legacy of the white box or something?
You got a stream on?
Yes.
Is there a splash screen?
Yes.
Why isn't the splash screen up?
We're just testing things.
But, okay.
Calm down, okay? Will this be a success? Wow. There's none of these sponsors actually conflict anyways, right? Corsair doesn't make laptops, right guys?
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Oh god, we're losing FPS already.
Oh,
Uh-oh. This is not good.
it's Wi-Fi. That's why it's not good. Wait, what bitrate are you streaming?
3K.
Okay, don't stream at 3K over Wi-Fi. Stream at 2K, 2.5K. 2K. Go to 2K.
Are you on the? Do you have like a 5 gigahertz bandwidth, like on your router?
No,
That would be what you'd want to use.
Yeah.
but we don't have that.
No, you don't. You have a Shiba. Yeah, go to 2K.
Let's try 2K. See what happens. Okay, guys. So far, no frames dropped, so that's good.
That's good.
Test the in-game. In-game's good. Let me add the base trade or the Blizzard logo.
Probably important.
That's perfect. Sponsored by Blizzard.
Hell yeah. Don't they have standards for like how big their logo has to be in relation to everything else?
Do they?
Why don't you put Blizzard right down below? Oh, I guess it has to be on that side anyway.
I thought Blizzard like doesn't care about that stuff as much.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know.
They're usually pretty.
We'll
chill.
just
I'd
leave it
raise
there.
the Matcherino logo a little bit.
Everyone needs to calm down. That's what I think.
There we go. Perfect. Oh my god, you're so good, Jake.
Oh my god, this million hosts.
Wow. Oh my god. Why am I on stream now? Get me out of here.
Doug, you're about to be in front of everybody.
Look at this producer Jake right here.
It's great. It's going great. Oh shit. Does it matter? Are they gonna hear that? Do you guys hear an echo when I click on these things? Maybe. Maybe we use headphones? Can we use headphones? Oh, by the way, this isn't professional at all, by the way. Okay? This is the first time No Regrets producing anything, okay? Where's my thing? Is this my water? Whose water is this? Okay.
Still got like 25 minutes.
We have 25 minutes, so we'll run the video, I think.
Do you have like a overlay thing?
We have a video,
Ah.
but I need to make it work. I just don't remember where I put it.
Does Graham edit all that stuff?
I don't think so. Maybe, actually, I have no idea. He could be a really dank editor. What's up,
here we go.
guys?
A new level of production.
No regret here. Coming at you with my sidekick. It is the one, the only rapid casting.
How's our sound levels? We still have to check that out. Make sure that
Sound levels seem
good to go.
Okay. They
All right.
seem okay.
Cool.
Should we move this?
No, it's good as long as we're not bumping it. All right.
That's fine.
So, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to do what we have always known our purpose has been, and that is to dong,
The dong.
as it were. So this is going to be on a serious note, well, semi-serious. That's kind of the tone. This is going to be a new sort of Korean clan war. Basically, in absence of established teams, a lot of Korean pro gamers have gotten houses together to train and live with their friends, keep up their skill level, and so that's pretty much what's going to be going on tonight. We're going to have the BaseTradeTV team down here. The thing is, both of these clans are going to be living in Sillim. And in case you guys are wondering why we're calling this Dong Wars, it's because in Korean it's actually pronounced more like Dong, and it means neighborhood. There's like two kinds of dongs. There's like there's a state level, or there's a municipal level, and then there's a legal designation for neighborhoods. But basically, it's just neighborhoods. So if you ever told somebody you lived in the hood, you can just tell them that you live in the dong. That's kind of the way it's going to work. And so we have different teams in different neighborhoods competing against each other. There's 4 players on both teams. Some of these players are actually streaming their first-person views when they do play in this tournament. I saw Lenok tweeting out about it earlier on. And to start things off, we've got the 4 players that are staying here living in this house, facing off against 4 of the players that are staying and living in the other dong. So it's going to be 2 dongs facing off against each other. Actually, in this case, both of them live in the same dong, so it's actually just one with 2 different teams. It makes sense, trust me.
I need to do some research here.
Oh my god.
Do you actually, you know, right?
Do I?
Do you know how to turn off the clan tags?
Oh,
Actually, does it matter?
no, it doesn't.
I don't remember how to turn on the scoreboard either.
Well, he's Barcodes, we need the clan tags on because it says his name. We're still working this out. This is
Anyways.
our first ever Dong Wars, so there's going to be some production, interesting stuff going on. We've got only the highest quality to be brought to you guys, which is why we've dished out all the esports doll hairs we had and purchased No Regret and myself to guide you through this wonderful event. So this is where we find out we've been muted the whole time and nobody's been hearing us. But
That's okay.
unfortunately, that's not the case.
We shall introduce our players.
Oh my god.
In the bottom left-hand corner, playing for Sillim Dong, BaseTradeTV. It is time.
This
And
is
we're not
where you
going to do
the-
any of the spinning.
Yeah,
because
we're
we
not
can't.
going to do any of the spinning stuff. That comes later. Once we are more, once our dongs are more well equipped.
Yeah,
So
right now our dongs are lacking quite a bit.
yeah, that's true. Well, on the other dong, representing Sillim Dong, this is going to be his opponent, Keen. There we go. I keep waiting for the spinny stuff to happen because
We can't do that. There's
no, it's true.
there's
You
no
got to leave that
numpad.
up to Funka and the rest of
There's
them.
no numpad. So we actually can't do it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to be really cool because it's a TVT. We've got 2 players, Keen, who you guys might have seen playing in little tournaments like the GSL. And while Time has never competed in GSL, he has competed in GPL, which is actually the first time I got a chance to watch
First
him.
time?
GPL is a huge Chinese tournament. Last year, he played in it, and I think he got, was it 3rd place, 4th place? Something like that. It was actually really, really high up there in the tournament. And that's basically sort of like you can think of it as one of the premier tournaments in China. He's a Chinese player. He's living here at the BaseTradeTV house in Korea, in Sillim. And now we're going to find out whose Reaper is better.
That was pretty good control from both players, actually. I mean, yeah, I mean, Time could have taken a lot more damage than he did. or Keen could have rather. So that was actually quite good. And
Wow.
actually getting the Reaper.
Okay, yeah, that's actually
pretty huge.
I can't. So it's always a struggle for casters to say, well, was that good control for one player or bad control from the other one?
Oh.
I'm just gonna say time was really on top of it. I was gonna try to grow up the ramp, but probably won't be able to make that one in.
No, but that was really good. Picking off that really limits the amount of scouting that Keen gets early on. Not even just production, but like units leaving the base and stuff like that is actually super limited now.
Yeah.
We do see probably going to be some sort of, is this Raven too? It looks like time going for the Raven. Could be a Raven here, could be a Viking. I'm not actually sure. Could be a medevac. There's a lot of things it could be. There's the
Yeah.
Viking. Probably, it's interesting actually. I'm not actually sure. It's good against Banshee, I guess. It could be good against Raven, maybe?
Well, this is actually really interesting because if you watched TBT like several months ago, it would have looked totally different. Nowadays, early Ravens super popular just because auto turrets with the most recent buff are actually kind of insane. If you want to transition super late game mass Raven, also you're going to see a lot of that. But at least for right now, this is the early Raven coming out of time, and probably won't get a whole lot done. There's that early Cyclone out. There's already a Viking out, so not a whole lot to be done here. But one thing, like you mentioned earlier, no regret, is that scouting is going to be a little bit limited here for Keen. He won't know exactly what's coming his way until he does see this Raven.
Right. Looks like he's out of position a little bit for this. It could do at least, it's going to kill at least 2 or 3 SCVs if he places it. Kind of slow place there. Not a very good spot. What did it kill? I didn't actually see.
I killed one SCV that was behind the
that was weird.
gas,
behind
but
the
it
gas
was
guys there.
not really well placed because
I thought it would, if it was placed much faster, I think he would have killed more. It was like he had the surprise factor and he just kind of waited a
well,
little
you
bit.
never want to go for the gas SCVs anyway because they
Right.
just go into the geyser. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, what are you doing there?
Oh,
he's going to come in
he's
for
gonna
auto
get-
turret
he
number
should get
2.
another one.
Yeah, this one is actually going to be much better.
Yeah,
This is
there's
actually going to
2.
get 2.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
3.
3.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. You're trading energy for free units, and I know there's been a lot of discussion lately about how effective worker harass is.
Oh,
So
getting the Raven's quite nice.
Yeah,
Second
so-
Raven actually defending itself with a auto turret. That's kind of
actually got a lot of damage down on that Viking. So unless it's repaired, that's going to be pretty weak.
This Time's defense is actually quite solid. I mean, he has the siege tank kind of out of position, but it will buy enough time with this Widowmine to clear out at least some of this push if he does commit up the ramp, but I highly doubt he will.
Yeah.
It does look like he is trying to, though. It looks like he is gearing up for that push. If the siege tank is moved, this push will be shut down quite hard, though. The only thing is that siege tank is actually out of position quite a bit right now.
Yeah, it's way back there, so maybe waiting for like a drop to come in or something towards the back of the base. Probably should be more positioned forward, but one thing that is happening is that Keen is transitioning away from being able to. Oh, he's going to get the
Oh, he's
Widow
gonna
Mine
get
at
the
the
Widow
front.
Mine. Oh, it's actually going to go off.
Oh my God, that's actually a huge hit. It takes
Yeah, that
all
was a
those
lot of
Marines down. There's no
yeah.
medevac either, so those Marines are
This
actually
tank is
pretty
actually
useless.
out of not even siege right now, so this is not a very bad
Wait,
fight.
yeah, that's actually really bad.
Yeah, that was a really good fight from Time. No stim, so he can't actually chase this down yet. But he could chase it. I think he could have chased it all the way back. His stim is actually going to finish soon. But I guess it never would have finished in time.
In time.
Double engineering bay coming from Keen. Pretty quick third CC. This is a pretty interesting build from Keen. I mean, he could be pressured quite a bit here, especially because he's getting double upgrades and a third base at the same time. I mean, I'm no TVT expert, but that is quite a bit of investment that isn't into Army right away.
Well, luckily, no regret. I also am not a TVT expert.
With the lack of a third base, I think we will see a really big 2-base push out of Time, and this is pretty much what Time wants to play against. It's a quick third. It's double engineering bay. I mean, like, this is just seems like it would be a really strong thing for Time to play against, unless he's trying to play super safe, but I just doubt it. I feel like there would be an in-base third if he was playing safe, you know?
No, and definitely Keen playing a little bit more defensively. He was, like you said, denied that early scouting by losing his Reaper earlier on. He tried to push out and get more map presence, but then he was just pushed right back out after failing to make it up Time's ramp. And so now Time is the one out on the map with this dropship full of Marines, trying to clear out any scouting Marines that are out there. And we'll actually find this one that Keen had put out there.
Interesting medevac here, joining up with the others. Oh.
It's like, oh, I forgot my Marines. Guys, gotta head back. The medevac driver just like turns back. Is like, how do you guys feel? And there's nobody else in there. He's like, I knew I forgot something.
Yeah,
There's like a bunch of lonely Marines waiting back in the base to be picked up.
super
So
awkward.
yeah, I think he's gonna bring 2 more medevacs out, or maybe one of those.
Yeah, it
is-
looks like he's gearing up for his big push now. He
Okay.
definitely won't find any like space in the main
Yeah.
at all. I
Now
think
this
he has
is-
to break it.
This
But
is
he's-
something that Time was actually talking about earlier, because he goes very Viking light in TBT. And guys like Major were talking to him and were like, hey man, you really need to up those Viking numbers. And he's like, yeah, but if I go too heavy into Vikings, then I just get stimmed on and lose. So it's going to be interesting to see how these different ratios for unit comps work.
I think if it wasn't for this thing, this whatever the fuck they're
Sensor
called,
tower.
sensor towers, this would actually be like super good for him. He could definitely like push into this. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
this is a huge army. He could definitely push into
Whoa, pulling the boys, man. All those SCVs up at the front, doing a great job body blocking, stimming forward there. These tanks are actually not sieged from time pushing in because the greater DPS just allows them to walk over Keen's forces.
this. Yeah, that was a huge fight from time. That went really well.
Oh my god, yeah, just stim through everything, all those SCVs going down, this base is forced to lift, and now, I mean, Time's in just a great spot there. Now, the Viking numbers do mean that as soon as scans run out, Keen's going to be able to leapfrog his tanks forward and push this back, but for the time being, there's no more third here for Keen.
And time is up in workers right now. Not that it really matters, but it is quite nice to just not be behind in workers right now for a time. He can really contend this third base. I hope he doesn't leave. Yeah,
Well, he's
it
going to have
looks
to
like
leave
he's
because
just
the Vikings are going to give too much value controlling the airspace around there, and he doesn't have enough Marines to back it up, but he is still going to stay in the area, just not going to lose his tanks. He's going for a drop, actually, in the base, in the main, right behind the mineral line, but it should be cleaned up pretty easily.
Sorry, I am not a very good observer, guys. I only make Zerglings, so this is not my...
There's actually no Zerglings in this, but there are Marines, which are almost as annoying.
Yeah, this drop actually did super good. Even though it partially got cleaned up, at least cutting down a little bit of the worker and mining time is really nice.
Well, it's also just like super annoying, but luckily Keen is not one of those players that F2s to deal with worker harass.
Is it just me or these Marines don't have combat shields? I can't tell.
They do not have combat shields.
That's actually huge. Like, really huge.
Yeah, it's a good upgrade. I feel like, well, it's about to finish,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not actually super
But
crazy.
that combat shields wasn't in the fight. Like,
Yeah,
the
it
big
did make a
fight,
big
and that
difference when he
actually
was
probably
trying
did make
to
it
go
really
up against the initial stim. But this is actually what's super scary. This is going to be not necessarily a...
This is really bad for time, I think. I really don't think he should do
Okay,
this.
yeah, he's going to boost and Doom Drop right into the main. Now,
Oh,
there's
no, time.
no Widow Mine set up.
Time, not
Tons of
today.
Marines, though, until...
No, not today,
oh
time.
my god! Okay,
good.
turns around. All right, that was a little scary.
Oh, I actually like if he sieges up here and does some things, but yeah, definitely wouldn't want to boost in there. That would be like... Oh, his tanks are stuck?
Oh my, are you kidding me?
Okay, he's
okay,
saving
all right, here we go. Rescue medevac. Unfortunately,
Oh no.
Wait,
time,
what?
Time, stop,
is he really
stop.
going to lose his tanks? Oh my goodness, that would have been so bad.
That would have been so bad. I would have been so sad.
It also should be noted, I saw a couple of people pointing that out in chat. Yeah, Time is actually super young. He's like, what,
16.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
So, not quite TY level young when he started out. I think he was drafted when he was like 12 or something. I think that would have been 13 when he first played his first games. But, yeah, 16, super, super young. Here I am, just like not nearly as good as this guy, and I'm like, what have I been doing with my life? Obviously, not playing enough StarCraft.
Yeah, it looks like he really does need those Vikings. I think Major was right.
Yeah, so he was talking about how Viking Light, he goes, he's just not willing to commit to that. So theoretically, you know, if you do stim forward, you can take those Vikings out. And, I mean, Vikings did get that buff when they're landed to do anti-armor, so if there's no Marines, you can just land on the tanks and kill them off even faster.
This is what's really scary about not having any Vikings. This Liberator could be really annoying. He's going to get at least one shot on one of the tanks. He does. This is like the one thing I think is the most annoying about not going Vikings. Like, you can actually kind of deal with him picking off your medevacs every now and then. You can't deal with a Liberator pushing your siege line back.
Yeah, Time also not a big fan of Liberators ever since the damage was nerfed for that. What is it?
No.
Concordia cannon?
This is going to be devastating.
Yeah, and this is just going to be a base.
He's going to kill the CC 100%, I think.
Yeah, just completely 100% done so. You're actually going to sack the SCVs just to buy extra time so the SCV doesn't, or the...
still not.
Yeah, it's still going to die instantly.
The CC.
So this is actually what's really bad about this push here from time forward is that he's not doing anything. So he's just like, well, wait, if you're not going to push in on me, I can just go flank, kill your natural or your third base, and now here we're going to see whether or not this will work out. He has to get up the ramp to kill off that tank.
He might not get the tank, but this is
Okay,
actually quite nice.
he's going to go for economic advantage.
No, he's rallying Marines. Oh, this is not looking
Yeah, this is not going to be good. Time's going to like lose his entire base if he doesn't
Time
send.
retreating everything that is Marines. So these tanks are completely.
He's actually retreating for it. Okay, well, yeah, this is just not going to be bad. He's going to lose either add-ons, he's going to lose all of these Marines that are being built right now. So for all intents and purposes, Time is actually just not making units, which is pretty bad. In case you guys are new to StarCraft, making units pretty good. He's gonna try to boost his entire army home or into the main.
Which
This
would
could be a
very
base trade,
scary.
but he's got. He knows he's lost the air battle, so he's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna have to elevator everything I own into the enemy's base. You know what? One thing could stand in my way: a
What?
ton of Vikings.
A ton of army, really.
Yeah, that's a lot of siege tanks, though. So, but he's got
Not
a
quite
great
enough.
split
Yeah,
on the
this is a
concave.
nice, really concave here. You
Wait,
can
actually,
even
tanks
tell.
deal so much damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said, yeah, landed Vikings on top
are
of
too
tanks.
strong. Oh my god, Vikings are so imba.
GG. Not going to take Tasteless's job with that outro, but that's going to do it for our first game of the night. Unfortunately, I think the audio is still going.
It's
so.
okay. I want to figure out how to make this work. Don't worry, guys. You're gonna deal with Marines.
Well, while Jake figures out how to work this work, we're
I
going
said
to
make this work, dog.
You actually said
I
work
said
this
make
work.
this
Chat, back me up on this.
Chad, don't back him up. He
Oh
didn't-
my
he
god.
didn't.
We do not tolerate biased chats. We expect impartiality. No, just kidding.
Shift plus control. Okay, that's not how I do it.
Super professional casting, by the way. Turn graphics up. We'll see. We're giving you guys the full pro gamer experience by using lowest graphics quality as possible, just because that is how pro gamers play. If you've ever like stood behind players and watched them play, you're not there for the cinematic experience. There was like a Star Wars RTS that came out a while ago, and they actually had a button while you're like playing the RTS, so that you get into this big fight, and there's a cinematography button down at the bottom. And you could push the cinematography button, and it would disable your controls and zoom in so that you could watch the fight and how cool it looked. And I'm just like is that not the worst idea for an RTS ever? So not here for the
I completely
cinematography.
zoned him out. I don't know what he's talking about, guys. Back me up. Back me up on this, guys.
I'm just here for comic relief and to support Esports Canada. That's my plug for the day.
Esports Canada.
Yeah. This is what happens when all of your Esports America shirts are dirty. You're like, oh my god. I have
Dog,
to-
we know you don't have any Esports America shirts.
Well, there is no Esports America. Because we have like
Neat.
states and stuff. Oh, well, that
Neat
is true.
Esports
Yeah.
America.
Average Alex representing our entire country.
Wait, Noah got plays Pro SC2 from his bed. Yes, how did you know? Oh, I guess you can see the bed. Got it. So guys, you can actually support this tournament by donating to our Matcherino.
That's true.
It goes directly to us, to the winners, which will be
Or
us. And by us, I mean not me, because I'm not playing.
That is true.
You
So-
can actually donate for free using the code DW1, DongWars1, DW1.
Dong Wars. So DW1. So basically, if you guys are unfamiliar with what Matcherino is, it's a website that supports tournaments by adding to their prize pool. Basically, if you want to support the players that are playing in this tournament by increasing the prize pool, you can head on over to the Matcherino link that BaseTradeTV bot has just linked in chat. When you get there, you can either donate money of your own if you feel like being generous. Alternatively, if you are a super poor nerd, which I have been for most of my life, and I'm sure there's more of you guys out there, you can actually increase the prize pool for free by using the coupon code DW1. So you'll be prompted to donate. It'll say, hey, you want to enter a coupon code, you put DW1 in there, and that'll allow you to contribute to the prize pool even if you aren't able to donate money. It's super important to us because it does allow not only the players who play in the tournament to get more money, but it also proves the effectiveness of this tournament, allows us to bring you guys even more Dong Wars action, which I'm sure is
And we
right
all
at the
know
top
you guys love
of
dongs.
everyone's list. Yeah, I too love Neighborhoods.
We all love dongs.
Big fan of Neighborhood. Major loves dongs. Neighborhoods.
Major always loves dongs. You want to
That's
come talk
true.
to us? Come on.
Are we gonna need a cameo
Hey,
experience?
Someone zoom in on his belly. Oh, he just covered it.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Okay,
It's
here
time
you
to
get.
get-
That's the camera, so you have to like.
what about putting the quality higher?
What about
What quality?
the quality is now higher because you're in the room.
In game.
Yeah, come sit.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna have a Major might be making a appearance later on.
No. Scarlet will.
Ah, okay, yeah. Scarlet's gonna all kill from here on out, so that's
She's
the way it's
changing
gonna
the
work.
Who? Oh, Keen.
Ah,
You can handle it? I mean, Jake?
Yake?
The in-game
I got it.
quality.
What, you mean turn it up?
it's a pro gamer quality.
We can try.
It's in low.
Why does it...
Diego said it look horrible.
Those are his words exactly.
Yeah.
Except you probably said it in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, let's try medium and see if it
What
crashes
is
everything.
terrible in Portuguese?
We're actually streaming from a laptop
Horrible.
for this one,
Horrible.
guys.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
We're gonna restart StarCraft, so...
Okay. So we're gonna restart StarCraft.
We're gonna restart.
Major,
StarCraft.
did you watch that first game?
Yeah, I thought I should have won.
We should have won. If he made Vikings, we actually talked about this.
Yeah.
Like, or you know the 2-drop on the north. He did to the main base.
Yeah.
After he killed the third
Potato?
potato.
It was potato.
Potato
drop?
drops. Okay.
He lost his advantage.
Oh, we're dropping frames. Who's downloading?
Ah.
Juan?
What?
What
No,
are you
it was
downloading?
Diego. Was
What are you downloading, Juan?
Dio was on
Porn?
StarCraft.
Again? We don't
Okay.
download porn here.
Yeah. So we're working on the quality, trying to get that up there for you guys. What's up? No regret.
Oh, I guess I'm making again.
Okay. So we're gonna make the next lobby.
Newkirk.
We'll also be checking in on how much you guys have donated to the Matcherino prize pool. So if you guys want to, feel free to do that. We'll update you as we get the opportunity to. Mostly, this is just an opportunity for us to legitimate sitting on this bed here together to bring you guys talk about our neighborhoods on
This is
stream.
Time's bed. It's the best bed in the house, apparently.
It is the best bed in the house.
Yeah, Major can confirm
I
that.
can confirm that.
He's slept in it many times.
When he was gone, I slept on it.
Oh my god.
Because Jake doesn't want to get me a real bed.
That's not true. I want to get you a new bed, dog.
Okay, so yeah, we're working on some stream frame arena drops, but looks like things have stabilized. So for the moment, you get to hear uninterrupted audio
Again,
quality.
guys, if this is successful, if we do get our Matcherino goals met and stuff like that, and it is already over 100, we will be seeing this more often with other dongs. We will see many, many dongs on this stream.
Yeah, if you guys donate more, we get more dongs. It's more
More
neighborhoods in Korea.
You don't have to clarify. I think either dong is appropriate. Shillim dong or shillim dong.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's actually kind of a weird way to start things out, is that we have 2 shilims.
2 shillims.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll emphasize that other dong, like we're the real shillim dong and they're the fake shillim dong, but
Okay.
we have to put them in their
Well,
place.
that's what you're fighting for, you know.
Yeah, we'll have to put
Pride
them in
of
their place.
Shilim Dong is on the line.
It's on the line. Okay, I leave.
Okay,
Bye-bye. Good luck.
the stream is now 100% less sexy because Major has to. His calling is elsewhere. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay,
Move back over.
now it's just us. All right.
Okay. More dongs. Yes,
Yeah, see,
everyone
there's
wants
at
more
least
dongs.
2 people in chat that want more dongs, so I feel like that's a successful plug on our point.
And make sure you use the Matcherino code to get us more money,
That's true.
because we love money.
Yeah, almost as much as dongs.
We almost as much as dongs.
Almost.
Not as quite, but
Quite close.
yeah, not as
Okay.
quite. Not as quite.
So we're getting the next 2 players in the lobby. This is all kill format. That means that you basically play until you lose. That means if nobody can beat Keen, he'll just kill everyone, and that will
it'll be very depressing.
Shilim
We would all be
Dong
very sad.
taking the win. Alternatively, BaseTradeTV Sillim Dong is going to be pitting the finest players it has to offer. Actually, there's more than 4 players here, so most of the finest players it has to offer in hopes of taking down Keen and dethroning him as we get into this next game. So, oh boy. I want J Dong, yeah. If you guys are in J neighborhood, J's hood, that's what his name means, pretty much.
I like putting it in first so we get to see the players load up. I like
Dun,
it.
dun, dun. This is my favorite part of the game.
It's mine too.
Literally no
I
micro
don't like
required.
when casters don't show it. You know, it looks cool. I like it.
Big fan.
Scarlet versus Keen will be our next match.
Scarlet versus Keen. Okay, so we were doing Terran power rankings yesterday, talking about how these guys like TY and Innovation are pretty good. Well, we were ranking Keen amongst the current roster of pro players out there currently right now, and I think we had him at what, like 6th, 7th. So maybe not like the tippity top, but at least when it comes to best of ones like this, all you have to do is execute one strategy effectively to win, which means that, well, basically anyone could come out here. Anyone except me. Definitely except me. In fact, if No Regret were playing, this would definitely be a BaseTradeTV Shilim Dong all kill, but we had to make it a little bit more fair. So we should probably introduce our players.
Sure.
No Regret.
Let's start with Keen.
Okay. Well, wait, a
Wait,
spoiler.
let's start-
Okay, this
let's
guy's
start with
Keen.
Scarlet.
This person is Scarlet, and
It doesn't look any better on medium.
no, it doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was a little bit distracted. I was like, well, that creep just does not look like my creep.
Just deal with it, guys. It's a laptop, okay?
Okay. Once again, production value entirely dependent upon your donations, so definitely hit up that Matcherino code, which BaseTradeTV bot will be spamming your way. Alternatively, our wonderful BaseTradeTV mods can
We're getting 40 FPS. Feels
get you
good,
guys out there. Whoa, 40 entire FPSs. You know what FPS stands for?
Frames per second?
I guess so, maybe. I hadn't thought about it. I thought first-person shooter, but I was like, how do we have 40 first-person shooters? I can literally only name 5.
Yes. It does.
How many RTSs are we getting, no regret? How many RPGs?
There's at least one RTS on the screen right now.
Hey, there you go. All right, so let's talk about like builds and stuff and like the actual game.
Okay.
Even though it's like
Looks
a rule
like,
that we don't do
everything
that.
is completely standard.
Oh, okay, wow.
All right.
Super exciting.
How's your day?
I mean, let's see. I actually went up to a totally different dong earlier on today.
Yeah,
Bought some
I know how you
chopsticks.
like your dongs.
That's true. Many varied and in different parts of the city.
So right now it looks like we're going pretty standard hatch first. We really can't tell any deviation for Scarlet's build yet, just based off of her opener. And same with Keen. I mean, there is no second rack, so it won't be the Marine drop build, which is good to know, I guess. But we don't really know. It's probably definitely going to be a Hellions. Like, we can confirm that. It could be like that really weird Widowmine drop. I actually got Widowmine dropped by Forte today. I'm pretty annoyed about that. But yeah.
Yeah, so at least lately, there's not a whole lot of variation from Zerg builds. I mean, you can go hatchery first, you can go pool first, and either way, whoa, nice
Micro. I mean,
mine placement. He actually will not get a
Oh.
Zergling. Wow, that was
Yeah.
actually good control there.
both players controlling quite well right now.
Scarlet microing your healthy Zerglings to the front. Reapers doing what Reapers do.
Just
Reaping.
being annoying.
Yeah.
No real considerate amount of damage.
Yeah, just wait until he gets his
Factory
Deathload
swap.
Assault up. That's when Reapers get really annoying.
She's scouting for the starport. She will see it with this spot here.
Yeah, so good scout from this initial Overlord. Also does want to make sure that she doesn't lose it to early
So
Marines,
good.
but thankfully that's not something
Even
she has
if
to
one
worry
Marine
about.
is being produced, this would get out 100%. So the only way she would have lost is by reacted racks, and she didn't see that, so she went in because she's smart. What do we see? Reaper still kind of just chilling there. Definitely not any like 2-base play because there's a 3rd base. I mean, let's be real here. You need only 2 bases to do a 2-base line.
This is hashtag no regret math.
Two Hellions. Yeah, they're being there. They're doing their thing.
So this is really, really difficult to hold off. I was watching Raven Cup replays earlier on today, and I saw this exact build from Terran just like crush over so many Zergs. So definitely got to be careful, got to respect it. But it does establish map control for Terran, which is pretty ubiquitous at this point. 3rd hatchery under fire. 2 queens out there recognizing they should probably make sure that they're safe as well. They retreat back to the creep. Sasha tries to regain control of this 3rd base before it hatches. Well, I guess hatcheries don't hatch. They do the hatching, right?
Well, hatchery's technically hatched because it's like a gigantic egg. You know, like
Which
this
came
is this is
first?
an egg. The hatchery
The
or
drone
egg.
or the
Well, technically
hatchery?
they both came first because you start with 12 drones and a hatchery. So
How's that possible?
if we're being technical, they both came first.
This is like the Mobius loop of life, not the circle of life. It just keeps going.
So, anyways.
Somewhere out there's a math there that gets that joke.
Oh no,
I regret.
this is gonna be no. Oh no!
Oh no! Don't group up your drones. Actually, none have died yet, so that's actually pretty good defense.
At least one died, I thought. Oh, there's a couple of drones died.
Okay.
I don't know how to check the one. Oh, 11? What?
Wait, what? When did she
Oh,
lose
the
a-
mines. I didn't even see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there are mines there. Great observing there.
Dog.
Okay, so she actually lost a ton of drones, and is therefore behind.
How can I check both Hellions and mines? You know? It's nearly impossible. Oh!
Oh my god, you almost lost that dropship.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Okay, well that was actually...
That was okay. So she's not doing terribly. Like, that was quite a bit of damage, but still.
She's also able to drone up
she is
super
on
heavily
3rd base.
behind
yeah,
this,
yeah,
too.
yeah. Like, the fact that he is doing this build allows you to drone up quite heavily. Like, you don't have to worry about any Marine pushes or anything crazy. So, not the end of the world. Is kind of annoying, though. She should feel pretty confident still, though. Like, that was not great, but she is almost up to full saturation again. So, not that bad of a spot. Keen getting his double upgrades now. Sasha not even... Oh, she has her starting too. So she's actually in an okay spot.
Yeah.
I think normally the Terran build is actually supposed to like do that much damage to be even. So it's pretty even still, I would say. Like this 3rd base is still pretty quick. From
Yeah, I only just now transforming that into an orbital, so it's not like Keen has been macroing off of 3 3 bases because he hasn't been triple muling just yet. Now he's going to have that up, and that means that probably Scarlet will have to work on a 4th here coming up pretty soon. But this is actually kind of nice, even though she did lose those drones early on. She was able to drone up pretty effectively after that. Does have about that 10 drone advantage you expect at a time like this, but is going to have to worry about this 3rd base coming up here pretty soon for Keen.
Taking his 3rd base now. Scarlet, seeing this is actually quite nice. She can throw it on her 4th base now. Quite a lot of Hellions, actually. Is there an armory here?
Well, I think he overproduced a little bit early on, but yeah, with the armory coming, those will be Hellbats.
Yeah, but without it being
Not
finished,
too
it's not
long.
really a threat. The only threat I thought to her was like if he had Hellbats already and pushed, it would be really annoying. But because Hellbats are so far away still, I think her Bane nest will be, well, she already has it, and she already has Bane upgrades coming, so she would be very, very much prepared for it. Also, her creep is just keeps going out.
Yeah, I think that's anytime you hear any commentator talk about Scarlet, one of the things they always highlight is just like insane creep spread.
yeah.
So, always been pretty on top of that. This game is no exception. So you're gonna have to blow a lot of scans. Just keep an eye on that creep spread. It's exactly what Keen will be doing as he works on pushing out onto the map and establishing some of that control.
She should save this. Oh, just kidding.
She actually lost, I think it's the 3rd Overlord to Vikings. I don't
She does
actually
have
see
a lot of banelings. Like this should still be very easy to clean up, I think.
Yeah, how about super
Especially
super
because
slow?
it's on creep. It's
So-
super on creep. Like this is super risky for Keen, I think.
Yeah, he didn't actually wait until the creep receded, so that means that even with this great splitting, he's probably going to lose at least. Okay, that
That was not very good for Keen.
No.
That was a very poor trade, I think. Although if she shouldn't even lose these. Oh, these Widow Mines could actually be really bad for Keen. Oh, they are focused on a queen though.
yeah, it does get 1 queen with that, and no more banelings around for Scarlet. So trying to stop the stim backwards, man. Just look at that control, perfect stutter stepping by Keen.
Yeah, this isn't looking great for Scarlet, but it's not looking that badly either. Like Keen has lost quite a few medevacs doing this. But the worker count is quite even, actually.
He's not actually protecting those medevacs
Oh.
at all. That's pretty bad. So now
That's really bad, especially with Bane speed being finished. There is no way for him to actually retreat. Oh, there is a medevac coming. Oh, that's
Couple
super
more.
focus fire. That's super amazing focus fire. Holy.
Wow,
That was amazing.
this Keen guy's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that was really, really amazing.
Should enter those tournaments like GSL and stuff.
Keen didn't qualify for Codas, did he?
No, not this season. But luckily, there's 3 seasons, so 1 more opportunity to qualify for Codas than normal. 4th base just now coming up for Scarlet. 4th almost halfway done.
I don't actually like this drop. I mean, Scarlet's pretty prepared for it.
For Keen.
No. What?
Oh, I was
said I don't like
I was
this drop.
finishing my sentence. You know, the one that you started talking in the middle of.
I don't know. I just kind of tune you out sometimes.
My God.
We're watching a drop, dog. It's more important than your story, dog.
We're watching medevacs fly around
Dog,
full of units.
Where are the medevacs going
Look
right
at
now?
how many spore crawlers.
Where are they going? They're going into a spore crawler. I had to say, it's not a good idea, Keen. That way.
Well, there's only 1 spore crawler.
That way
Spore
when
crawlers
he-
actually don't deal any damage, so.
Yeah, look at it tickle.
Yeah, look at that.
He's like, oh, look, a spore
no.
crawler boosts in. Oh, look, the thing that's supposed to stop me from dropping.
No way, man. So many links here. They will actually be able to get decent
Oh,
coverage
this
here.
mine's gonna be huge. Oh, all the banelings.
Jeez. Yeah, all the
That was
banelings.
so bad.
So
was
many
like-
banelings dying right there.
That was
No
insane.
queens to take out these medevacs either, so.
No protection either. So this Widow Mine. Oh, and there's another thing. Ah.
So many
Scarlet-
things.
Scarlet getting torn apart a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
she's also like running in Zerglings 1 by 1 at the front, so double pronged pressure here from Keen. Widow Mine's going off in the back, and
GG,
yeah, that's gonna be
yeah.
GG. Keen.
2-0ing.
Damn.
The real Sillim dong.
Wow. Yeah, and that means that because this is a 4 versus 4, that there are only 2 representatives
Remaining.
remaining.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was
good.
going to say. We're getting that caster synergy going on.
It's not doing too good.
It's like we finished each other's.
Sentences. Or the next tastosis.
Well, let's just not get ahead of ourselves too much. We have to have a BaseTradeTV Dong Wars episode 2 before we really start locking in the synergy. But if you guys want to lock in your audience synergy, you can do that by heading over to the Matcheruino link, which No Regret's going to paste in chat right now. By clicking that link, you promise to support our stream.
It's actually a legal contract, so if you don't click that,
We're gonna send the Twitch police after you.
Yeah, the Twitch
I call
police.
up Garvey on my phone right now. Get that. I forget what the cop emote is in chat. We got rid of Force and Sheffy, so we can't use that anymore. So I forget what it is.
I think if you guys listen really quietly, you can hear Sasha balance winning from here. Shh. Shh.
I think it's more major right now.
Yeah, maybe it's major balance winning. No,
Except
he
that-
would never do
Yeah,
that.
Keen's won twice in a row.
He's
So I
probably
feel like,
just whining like, "Hey guys, I'm kind of hungry.
oh
You know,
my
we
God.
could just forfeit and go eat or something like that."
We actually just ate right before this.
Yeah, but it's major. He's probably complaining about his bed right now.
Oh my God.
It's like, wow, they get to use this bed as a chair, and I can't even use a real bed. He sleeps on the couch sometimes.
I actually
You
slept
know,
on the couch
I'm gonna have
last
a
time.
story. I set up this house basically getting all these beds and shit, and I buy some beds are cheaper than others, right? And I think that's what triggers him the most is the fact that Time has a nicer bed. It's not the bed he doesn't like it; it's that he doesn't like that Time has a better bed than him. So he sleeps in this bed. And for example, he never once complained about it for the first couple of weeks. And then Diego complained to me once, and I was like, okay, Diego, I'll switch beds with you. I don't mind the shittier bed. And I had a better bed. So I gave him a bed, and then I never heard once. Major just constantly fucking complains. Like,
It's a
every
good
day.
thing he's so good at StarCraft.
No, it's not. If he wasn't good at StarCraft, he wouldn't be here. So, I'm just kidding.
Well, I hope he's good at StarCraft because he's going to have to come out here sooner or later and take out this Keen guy who it turns out is pretty good at StarCraft. So, not boding well for our heroes here at the
Yeah,
BaseTradeTV
honestly-
Sillim Donghouse.
All right, I'm going to turn back to low. Sorry, everyone. Next stream we'll have high, but I would rather higher FPS and lower quality than the other way around.
Okay, so we're working on getting our graphics sorted out. This is going to be a little bit lower on the graphics side. That means you guys can basically just close your eyes.
Guys, this is what I'm going to ask you from
The bottom of your heart.
dong to dong here.
Okay.
Don't be a major, okay? I have to deal with one already. Okay, I don't need to deal with two. Okay, if you think you're becoming a major, just PM someone. Just PM your anger away. PM base trade. Don't PM me. No, don't do that actually.
Yeah, actually that would be bad.
Who should we PM?
Definitely don't message Rifkin or Zombie Grub. and
Tell
let
them we
know
did a
about
great
this.
job.
Yeah.
And we'll get a Dong Wars too. But
That's
who
true.
should they PM if they're mad?
If they're
David
mad,
Kim. He doesn't read his PMs.
definitely not.
PM David Kim.
I sent him the best idea for StarCraft 3 and he hasn't even responded yet.
Exactly. So if you send your PMs that way, it's like a message in a bottle. You just throw that away. It's gone.
Message ain't a fun. I'm so good at playing that song on Guitar Hero, man. Okay, so we're working on getting our third match of the night ready to go. Do you know who our next players are, No Regret?
No. Keen.
Keen and.
I know our next player is Keen.
Keen and No Regret. You're going to play and cast at the same time.
That would be interesting.
You can obs while you play. I feel like that's an unfair advantage, though.
Okay, I will be right back. This is a solo cast.
Oh my god. What's up, guys? Another rapid solo cast here. Oh, do I have to get up now?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Excuse me. Okay. This is the awkward part of the stream. And we're back, guys. Big fan. So, yeah. This is where I quote that part from the, Jurassic Park movie, where our female protagonist
Abyssal
is
Major.
left all alone. What's up?
Abyssal Major.
Abyssal Major?
Abyssal Major.
Are we switching sides now? Oh my god. Extremely inappropriate.
Sorry. I had to sit.
I don't. Okay.
We're good.
This is why you guys should donate so we can do this twice as much in Dong Wars 2. But it's only if you guys click the Matcherino link that's going to be spammed in chat. And if you can donate, that's great. If you can't, then enter the coupon code DW1 for Dong Wars 1, and that'll increase the prize pool by $1. It's an entire $1. So we're working on getting our next two players. This is going to be Keen versus Major, guy who's been very openly
Do you know what they're saying?
enthusiastic about competing in Dong Wars today. So what are we working on?
Go.
Are we going? All right. I think we're ready, guys. It's going to be Major versus Keen coming up next. You guys certainly enjoy that.
So now we're getting rapping. How big is your dong? I don't know how big Sillim dong is actually.
Yeah, I think it's at least 100,000 people.
Yeah, it's quite big actually. My dong
Yeah.
is fairly large.
Sillim Dong is actually like one of the bigger dongs out there, just like spaciously wise. But
Yeah,
I don't
for
think it's
sure.
very heavily populated, so not a lot of people here in
Yeah,
this dong.
for
But
sure.
let's go ahead and talk about
most-
our next two players by
Our dongs are definitely
introducing.
not that populated.
Definitely not. Definitely not. That's why we're
Compared
here
to other
casting.
dongs.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Okay.
I don't know too many other dongs actually.
So I'll do Keen.
All right.
Spawn. It's on
Nice.
the corner. Playing for Sillim Dong. It is Keen.
Da-da-da-da. And his opponent in the blue on the bottom left-hand, right-hand side. God damn it. At least we're not doing the drinking rules from yesterday. But either way, the blue Terran player is Major. Da-da-da.
Playing for Sillim Dong as well.
Well, for BaseTradeTV Sillim Dong. So.
How do I? This is gonna trigger so many people. Sorry guys, I gotta do it. We have to know how to switch the things. Switch the players. Does it say here?
This is called homework that didn't get turned in before class.
No, it's not.
Oh
You're
my
the
goodness.
one who's procaster here, not me.
Yeah, that's why I'm...
I don't actually know how to shift the players.
Where's Funko when you need him, man? Or Flo?
I don't know. Alt N?
Somewhere out there. Funk is like detecting a
Sorry, guys.
disturbance in the force.
You guys just be triggered. Sorry.
Okay. Triggering chat? That's never happened before. What are they gonna do?
They're gonna be so triggered. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my goodness.
If someone actually read it and wants to type it in chat, I'm actually reading that too. So looks like we're casting another TVT, which is great because neither of us play Terran.
Woo! I
And
play
if you-
Terran.
Yeah, but you don't play Starcast. So
Hey,
it's okay.
excuse me?
Yeah, sorry guys. Not a procaster. Actually, is it Control X? No. That's Control C. Oh, it's Control X!
You're
No
so
one
smart.
typed it. I remembered it because Graham actually ran me down all this and I completely forgot it all. So,
Okay. So, let's go ahead and talk about what's happening. What's happening? We've got a natural expansion coming down for Major. He's got that way ahead of his opponent, Keen. We don't have the production tab up because No Regret's super bad at hotkeys. Oh my god, you're so
I did it, guys.
literally the best. But we do have a lot of units being produced out of Keen's base. So those are going to go out on the map and attempt to deal damage to his opponent, guys. That's my expert analysis for the day. While meanwhile, Scouting SCV will be allowed inside of Keen's base to scout out literally everything he has going on.
Literally everything.
Wow!
Literally.
Such scout.
Such
Much see.
scout. So, 2 Reapers and a Heli going across the map. Not actually sure what that means because I don't play this race. It's weird.
No, it actually means that he's going to...
Did he kill
at
the
least
Reaper? I actually wasn't paying attention. No,
Yeah.
there is one Reaper here, but I don't know if there.
Yeah, but this defense is just not going to be easy.
Yeah,
In
but
fact,
there's nothing on the low ground for him to lose, so it should be okay. He'll have at least one Hellion pop out here.
well,
And-
this is also
but
like
that's-
pretty.
It's actually
so
a Cyclone.
yeah, for
So-
Keen, he's not supposed to be hitting the command center right now. He's either trying to push up the up to the front, but he pretty much knows that there's a Cyclone coming out because Cyclone is super good defensive unit. So that's going to pop out here, and that means that for all intents and purposes, Major should be okay if he wants to put some micro in, and he does, so able to defend his natural expansion successfully, but for how long, No Regret?
Probably for an okay amount of time. I mean, I don't see any imminent danger here. Oh, Reaper actually kind of gets a scout, I think. Let me check. Yeah. So he's
Well, I think the real effort was to get that in there to like pose a threat so that Keen wouldn't be able to just consistently rally units across
Yeah.
the map. Great control there. Major
both players,
avoiding
yeah.
having his Cyclones get damaged by those C... What are they called? C-10 concussive mines? I don't know.
Dog, you don't have to get all that. There's no lore in StarCraft. Come on.
There is
on, dog.
lore. Did you not actually? They just released a brand new StarCraft novel, which was super sick.
Oh, I think I saw that on Reddit.
Yeah, I think I saw like it was like Loco or somebody talking about how super sick the new StarCraft novel is. So if any of you guys have read that, because it's full of lore, you can let us know
Oh,
exactly
no.
how sick that is. So right now, trying to take
actually-
out this.
Oh,
drop micro.
Oh my God, Major.
Okay, all right, Major.
Major. Or
Oh
Beyond?
my
Which
God.
player is it right now?
That's Major. Who's
you
doing
sure?
the Cyclone
Are you
drop.
sure it's Major or Beyond? It could be Beyond.
Oh my God! Beyond
What
might
if-
have just like walked in our door. Look at it! He saved both of those Cyclones with literally 2 HP.
Yeah, that was sick. That was really sick. And he even was able to kill units with the first cyclone that kind of like suicided in. I thought it was completely dead and he saved it, but it actually did a lot of damage too. Like he killed the Hellion with it. It was actually a really sick move.
Lower your voice and higher your game volume, please.
What?
Game
Why would
volume
you
too
wanna-
low, voice too high. Alright.
It's a cast. You want to hear StarCraft or do you want to hear voices?
Well, apparently we'll need to
Hey,
work a little bit on our
remember when I
levels
said
here.
about majoring? Stop majoring. Whoever that was, you don't need to major. Okay?
Well, luckily we have the buttons that we can just like press to lower
No.
our caster
No.
volume.
You guys turn down your volume. Turn down your ears, okay? It should be better now, okay?
Should be.
It should be better.
Did you change literally nothing?
I changed the in-game sounds
Ah.
up. So you guys just turn down your main volumes if we're still loud.
Alright. Sound issues
Sound technician.
being what they are, we're
better
about to
than
see a
the
big push
NASL
out.
here at Dong Wars.
Big
You know,
shout out
I
to
can't wait
NASL.
for the day where we get big enough that we can just buy a studio. I'm gonna get like.
I mean, this is
largest-
literally our own studio right here.
Yeah, it is.
We just run into Time's room, kick him out.
Yeah, this is literally
up some lights.
Time's bedroom. We're using his bed and everything. Studio, no regret.
What a guy. Big fan.
We even have a production guy. His name is Matt. He does the vlogs too.
Alright, so this
We
is the
should-
important part where Major elevators units into Keen's base
he
to try to
almost got
take him
combat
out.
shields here. I feel like he can get it though if he goes back.
Yeah,
to
if he
it.
like pushes
Oh.
forward just a little bit, he'll be able to take that up. There's a siege tank blocking it.
Oh, he's gonna get it for sure.
Yeah, so no
He
combat
might even get it.
shields.
The SCV's repairing it too. Oh, he got it.
Oh wow, yeah, perfect, worth it, big trade.
Perfect, worth it. And
He needs to
everything.
save that tank though, but he's gonna lose it instead.
Unfortunately, you can't pick up tanks anymore.
Well.
But
So Major has built Vikings. That's pretty cool. Something that Time did
I don't know
not.
when this gas died.
Well, those are supposed to be mining gas,
Yeah,
but
the-
unfortunately.
Keen should know that you have to build a refinery to mine out of the gas geysers.
Thanks for teaching us some things today.
So here at Dong Studios, that's what I'm going to call it now, Dong Studios, we do have a production guy.
His name's Matt. It's pretty cool.
I don't think he's a sound technician,
No, definitely not.
just a camera guy.
Yeah, if you guys want to help us pay for sound technicians for the next Dong Wars, then you can donate using the Matcherino code in chat.
That actually doesn't give us shit.
Well, it does
It
donate
gives
money
the
to the
players
prize
money.
pool. And that's what really matters, the players.
Unfortunately, that does
Never.
not mean we get a technician, sound technician.
Well, it
Unless
could.
someone here wants to work in
Well,
our
everybody in Twitch chat's a sound technician, no regret. That's why they all have, such great advice
Explains
about
the
how we
NASL
can fix
sound
it.
guy. Oh, he got
Oh
it!
my god, the sickest snipe, Major. How do you do it? Wait, that was
not
Major. No, that was Keen.
Just
Okay.
get your turns fixed up. That was only 2 cyclones though, not 2 siege tanks.
Well, he's been saving those
and those
cyclones
were
for
the
basically the
cyclones that
entire
should
game.
have died before.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think
So all is right with the world.
yeah, I think it's deserved. Why are the graphics so low? Juvia.
We're giving you guys the
Calm
official
down,
pro
dog.
gamer experience.
Yeah, this is a cosplay.
If you wanted to see this exactly
We're
as the
pro
pro
gamer
gamers playing it,
cosplaying right now,
would
okay?
see it.
Oh!
It would look exactly like
Losing
this.
1 Viking for free there. That's actually not the biggest deal, but it's quite good.
Well, it's a
for
big deal
Major.
because he's going to be lower on the Viking numbers, so he won't be able
Yeah,
to
but he
play
was
Viking
already
numbers.
behind, so it's not like he was ahead and then it was even or anything like that. That would be quite a big deal. But right now, still really annoying. Like, you shouldn't lose a Viking for free. Third base already established and going healthily for Major, but no third base from Keen. This is quite a big timing. Has to do damage. And without the Vikings, I feel like we're going to have somewhat of a repeat from Time versus Keen, except it's reversed this time, where Keen is the one doing the push that didn't work.
Yep, so for Major, all he has to do is hold here. He's got one more base.
Major does see everything coming, so the surprise is not there. Like, there's no surprise factor. And that's when these pushes get really scary. Like, this push with the surprise factor is actually super scary. Leaving a tank here, really sick move. Allows him to establish his position no matter what almost. Like, he can't just stim and run in. That would be really scary for Major. But, yeah, this push is actually going super well for Major.
Yeah, he's able to pick off
All the Marines.
So many medevacs going down there as well. He's even landing his own Vikings just to buffer a little bit, so he can wait for more tanks, more Marines to come up here for the defense. And it looks like Major's just going to hold this perfectly.
Yeah, this is a pretty good hold. Nothing too crazy here, not losing too much of his army, and almost all of his tanks. I think he lost 1 single tank, so not the end of the world here. Should be able to reposition now. He definitely has to a little bit because his army is getting scary again. This scan will kill at least 1 tank, and he does get it.
Oh
These
my
2 tanks
God.
sieging up in position. 1 tank goes down, 1 tank going down from Keen too. pretty even trades from now, and I honestly think he needs to trade better if he wants to keep this push alive.
Yeah, I mean, defender's advantage alive and well here for Major. He's going to have more units coming faster. He did lose all of his Vikings in that last one, but he's going to be able to stim forward with these Marines. He will be pushed back, but he does pick off a couple of very, very key tanks. And the army advantage for Keen is just completely evaporated. He's going to have to pull back and either go for another base or just get out of the game.
I agree. Get out of the game. Keen, if you're hearing me.
Maybe a little bit biased. I mean, Major of all the players here at the BaseTradeTV house in Sillim Dong, super, super incredible to watch this guy play. He's literally so fast. I'd love to have like APM wars so that we could, you know, like.
He's a little bit out of position here, actually.
Yeah, he does need to get those tanks sieged in time. A ton of Marines moving forward.
This is a bit scary. Lifting up his third is a good move, because realistically, he doesn't actually need to be mining this. I mean, it is still pretty ahead.
It's pretty much bonus at this point.
Yeah, it is a bonus at this point. I agree. Oh, leaving some Marines by accident. I mean, I guess he couldn't save them. He does have this medevac space. He just couldn't pick them up in time. One Marine is poking away at those, so that's nice, I guess. It's cute. I kind of like this move. I really would like this move. This move is actually super sick. Because he should have enough tanks to defend this quite easily. Oh, they do have to be sieged up, though. Yeah. And this push should go relatively uncontested. I mean, that is a pretty big army.
Yeah, it turns out this is actually kind of strange. Keen left so much back at his natural that he should be using to try to push in here.
Oh, this is actually a little bit scary. He left taking away all of his Marines. Oh, and there's actually so many Marines here. This might be one way of Major sacrificing this game. Well, there is no main CC. Okay.
Nope, he floated his main CC to his third. So at this point, I mean, it's not like it's a base trade because Major should be able to get back into this. He's going to siege up 4 tanks here.
Losing his main CC here, for sure. This is really unfortunate for Major. I feel like this is a super throw.
Maybe not a throw, but just a shift in the balance of power, as it were. Because not only is Major just going to be down 1 CC, Keen got double duty out of his main CC because he was able to float it to his third, and now...
I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world, but this was like Major's game already. Like, Major had this game.
Yeah, so Major blue, Keen red, in case you guys are having difficulty checking things out at the bottom. Major, okay, that was really bad positioning on those Marines by Keen.
Oh, this is pretty good for Major. I mean...
Well, he's going to lose all of his Marines here.
The trade is somewhat even, it's still okay for Major, but not great. Oh, losing his medevacs.
Well, yeah,
Major not doing too well right now.
Yeah. So, for all intents and purposes, the game kind of evened up at this point. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy because, of course, Major does have a much bigger bank.
This might actually be worse for Major, I think. Oh, saving these is quite nice, though.
He's going to lose his third base. Major is. If he doesn't...
Didn't lose it.
Okay, alright.
But that was...
Minor overreaction. He did repair it.
He is losing a lot of his mining, though. I think, honestly, I don't think I saw a way for Major to lose until I realized he didn't have any Marines at home.
Well, the
he
biggest
couldn't
thing,
actually stop the drop anymore.
The biggest thing for me is that Keen actually left so much of his army back at his natural, which is kind of weird because you expect, hey, he knows he's down a base, he needs to push forward, he needs to get the damage done, and he leaves half his army back at home? Turned out to be exactly the right choice, though, because he was able to stop
really
Major's
weird,
drop in his
tracks.
tracks.
It was almost like that was the only way he could have won, is by the counterattack from... Well, these medevacs will die. Maybe that one is? Oh, this push could actually be super good, which does split up quite enough. He will get this tank at least. Not enough to clean up this bio army, but... Oh, actually,
sick flank there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was actually pretty cool.
The one thing Major has going for him heavily is that there's 3 tanks versus... we can actually check. 8 tanks. That's huge difference. Like, huge difference.
Yeah, it turns out tanks... Not easy to...
I don't like this move out from Major, though. I feel like he's super out of position again. But I mean, I guess he has to do some counter damage now. Maybe he feels like he needs to.
Yeah, for at least the foreseeable future. I don't know if 4th bases are really something that either player is going to be really working on.
He needs these Marines. I think he needs these Marines in this fight.
Well, he's trying to leave him back at his base, kind of like what Keen did, just in case he does face counter drops.
With Keen's army, like, so far forward, I feel like his Marines being out on the map here is not the end of the world. And I feel like he needs to defend his tank count. His tank count is the only thing he has in common. Although I may be completely wrong here. This might be the best thing that Major did was leave these Marines here.
Now there's a turret there.
Oh no, this is huge for Major! Major! Oh
Big
my god!
stim forward. The tank's not even sieging!
Oh, I was so confident that this was a mistake leaving these Marines here, but clearly I don't know shit about TVT. Even with the Marines there, he still does kind of do a lot of damage here.
Right, but that's not really a mining base, so it doesn't really
Yeah, it doesn't matter
hurt
that
Major
much.
that much.
Especially because Major could literally just land this here. And it would be
Yeah, it would actually be better if he landed there.
I think he should.
He's losing a bunch of supply depots, but he's not going to get supply... Okay, so he is going to get supply blocked if he loses too many more. Yeah, one more depot going down, he will be supplied. Needs to unsiege those tanks. Actually, no, he does have Marines coming back to back him up. Tanks dropping lower, but yeah, that medevac keeping the Marines alive for just long enough. Major, however, will be pushing forward. He's got more tanks, but less Marines, and that's great in a siege battle. Not great if he catches them unsieged.
Oh, no.
And wow, okay, that's going to be GG. Lost his natural and lost the push out on the map because his tanks were not sieged. That's going to be Keen taking down 3 members of the BaseTradeTV Sillim Dong house.
Major was talking so much shit in the beginning of the game. He's like, oh,
Ooh.
finally I get to come out, you know, like 4-0.
Well, all I'm trying to say is, like, Major was actually at a pretty decent point there for a while during the game. And he,
For
like,
sure, I agree.
boosted out
Honestly,
there on the map, tried to land in the natural.
I hope he comes over here.
Didn't work.
I hope we can talk to him.
We'll get some post-game
That was
interview action.
that was
going on.
100% a throw, I think.
Close.
That was a
Close.
throw. Not a close, it was a throw.
It was close for a while.
Nah, not really. It was,
Until the ball left the hand. So this is where we get to talk about Matcherino a little bit more, guys.
yeah! We can talk about it. I'm actually super happy with the amount we already have set. Like
No.
160.
No happiness
quite
allowed.
Decent.
Never happy enough.
If we get more, I can almost guarantee you we'll have many dongs in the future, and I know how much you guys love dongs.
That's true. Many neighborhoods
So,
in Seoul,
I
South
personally
Korea.
feel you guys should definitely try and support this event, as we will see it much more often. Hopefully our team can do better. Yeah, we'll see.
Will we?
So the last player for us is going to be Kellazer for sure.
Kellazer, oh boy.
Still a good player, someone who could definitely come back for us. But
He just finished installing StarCraft 2 on his computer, so as soon as he levels up a little bit, he'll be able to compete in multiplayer
he actually
games.
did just install it for the first time today. Like literally an hour ago he installed it.
I told him to install
Because
Hearthstone.
I just
but-
built his computer today. So
Yeah. He installed
is-
StarCraft 2 instead, so he'll be able to play it.
What? Yeah. So I can definitely hear Major whining in the background now. It's much more vibrant.
Oh boy.
Looks like we're gonna lose the money though, which is okay for us. We said that we were gonna order food if we lost, so I'm quite happy
That is
with
true. I mean, the way that the prize pool is split is, I think, 75-25. So even if you do lose, you still get some portion of the prize money. So if you guys would not only like to support the prize pool, but also feed us, that's the way you do it. By heading over
Yeah,
to
guys.
Matcherino.com and typing in the coupon code DW1.
I'll actually link the thingamabob in chat.
If you
right
can't
there.
remember that DW stands for Dong Wars, you can at least remember Arthur's annoying big sister. It's a good way to remember that too. DW1 is
Is Arthur's big sister?
Did you guys not have PBS growing up? Maybe I'm dating myself now.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Arthur has a sister named Dong? Well,
We're just gonna move on because Kellazer will be our next player. We do have to make the next and final lobby, which will be coming up here just a second. It's gonna be the Belshire Vestige. You know what a vestige is? It's very close to, but not exactly the same as a promontory. If you want to get super technical, all we need to do is have spectator slots here.
team. It's not looking good for us. I'm so sad. I thought we would do
Hey, we're
better.
one away. This is the Kellazer all kill coming in.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay.
I believe.
Are we? Do you guys
Are we
believe?
ready?
How much is the prize pool?
It's as much as you guys make it.
No regret, failed hard. What did I fail on, dogs? Come on.
We literally made a perfect lobby. Good job, no regret.
I didn't actually ask Kellazer if he's ready, but I don't actually care.
Woo! He does say GLHF, so we know that he is ready to go, and that means that we will swap things over so that you guys can see Keen loading into the lobby versus none other than Neymar Jr.
He was telling me Neymar some football player or something.
No, hand egg. Wait, no, this is foot egg. Foot egg or hand egg? Actually, it's more of like a... It's not actually an egg at all.
I have no idea what
I was
you're
watching
talking about.
hand egg all day today, so it's time for some other football.
I'm not actually sure what you're talking about anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like you don't even listen to me sometimes.
Oh my god.
Alright, so hey, I heard you guys like TVT.
Oh, what is this?
That is a very early SCV moving out here.
This is something I would do.
So I got some secrets for you guys. All right, I know what this build is like. All right,
Uh-oh.
so
Did you
you
talk
ready
to
for
them
me to
about
drop
it?
the knowledge bomb on you guys? All right, so here we go. It's going to be a proxy barracks. You're like, oh my god,
What?
proxy
Barracks? Really?
Yeah, but it's a proxy barracks plus. It's going to be proxy barracks, and then he's going to build a factory along with it, and then float the factory into the main and or into the natural and build cyclones from it. So either that, or I'm totally wrong, and it's going to be totally something else.
That sounds like a very silly thing to do.
Okay, well, I could be totally wrong.
But you
alternatively, I could be so clairvoyant you don't even.
Where's he gonna build the factory here?
I don't know.
You said he's gonna float his factory in.
It could.
He's not gonna float it from here.
Okay.
Because it's gonna land into the natural, and it's
Okay.
gonna be really weird. But if he does go over here and build a factory, I will actually be so blown away.
Well, Keen will probably be pretty blown away too.
Well, Kian will be like, I thought I was playing a pro gamer, not a diamond, but...
A big update for you guys out there. The coupon code for Matcherino is now used up.
Wow, thank you guys so
wait,
much.
Wait, is this... What are we seeing right here? Is that not a reactor and a fact? Oh
You
my
said
God.
float, right?
There's floating going to be going on.
You said he was going to float it into his base.
At the very least, he's going to be reactoring his factory, not his barracks. So.
Yes, this will be Cyclone Proxy, but it's not going to be in his base. That would be insane. Thank you everyone for using the donation code. Technically, that means we are a success. That was the one success meeting thing. Was like meeting the coupon code.
Yep. So we did do
Because that does mean we will get another event at
I'm a
least.
big fan of you guys for
But if
using
it
up all
goes
those
really
coupon
well,
codes.
we will be able to get some funding for Dong Studios. So
If you would like to fund our Dong Wars, then you can definitely help us do that.
Make sure this is a success just by doing what you guys can do.
Okay, we've shilled long enough. I mean, we're out representing Sillim, so I feel like we should live up to the name. So Reaper pushing forward. This
Reaper's
is,
super confused, like what?
yeah,
What's
this
going on?
Reaper's gonna hurt itself in its own confusion.
I mean, this is super good for Keen, though. I mean, there's nothing here.
Yeah, there's actually nothing there. I mean, he's gonna have to pull the boys. We'll see if he can get anything done here.
Oh, almost getting it. That would have been really nice if we got this round on that.
But meanwhile, we did have the factory switch over to the reactor, and that means that there are cyclones incoming.
Which could be quite nice.
Wow, if he loses this Reaper, that's actually the worst.
Yeah. If he does lose this
Oh my god, they actually did just kill off the Reaper. So, there was some discussion here on whether or not you're supposed to move in with your first one or two Cyclones. I think the answer is pretty definitively yes. Now, he's not going to be able to stop that bunker from coming up. The Cyclones are pretty good at dealing with bunkers. They just have to move out of that range of the Cyclone.
No.
Reaper Mine does come down, and this is actually a really good defense. Meanwhile, in the base, the micro on that Reaper is super good. He pulling his SCVs to repair his own Cyclone. Yikes.
Yeah, not looking too good. Looks like I don't know what to say.
Oh,
there's-
hey, what is that? What is that? What's
That's
going
a
on?
barracks.
That is a building being floated into the main.
You did
no
say
regret.
Proxy Cyclone into base, right?
I was vaguely right at this point. Oh my god, he surrounded the Reaper,
Wow,
but luckily
but
Reapers are good
yeah,
units.
It's
so.
a Reaper. It doesn't actually get surrounded, though.
Nope.
We all know. I don't think this is possible from Kellazer. It's going to be very hard to make this work. I really do like Keen's Reaper here. I mean,
Reapers are good units, man.
yeah, especially when they go uncontested like this. And GG.
GG, wow.
Keen is successful.
What a player.
And that would mean that we are eliminated, but we'll ask if they want to go again as a or something. So we'll see, because that was really quick.
That was super quick. Turns out Keen was able to...
I will go ask what's going on.
Okay, so while no regret exits the room,
We will see.
that leaves me with you guys. I can't even plug our Matcherino code anymore because you guys donated so much money. Oh my god! We had $100 of Matcherino codes out there, and you guys used up them all. If you still want to donate to the prize pool, you can. The tournament's actually pretty much over. But the way that things are going to work out is 75% of the prize pool will actually be donated to the winner, and 25% goes to the loser, which in case is, I don't want to say us, because I'm just here as a guest. I get to walk out of this room and drown in the salty, salty tears of the BaseTradeTV Sillim Dong House. Brought 4 of our best pro gamers. We'll now have to go back to training even harder under the dictatorial regime of No Regret, who's going to make them work even harder for the next Dong Wars to try to defend the Sillim Dong BaseTradeTV house against other Dongs from where we do not know, but we'll be working on those. So I'm just going to see what you guys are saying in chat, and if there are any...
They're asking for re. We'll see.
Are they?
I think what we'll do if we do a re is they get our 25%.
Oh my god, that's a lot of money. Wait, that means we don't get chicken after. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed right now. Are you guys a part of BaseTradeTV? What is this Dong Studios nonsense? Well, you might notice giant BaseTradeTV logos all over the stream, so if we weren't a part of BaseTradeTV at this point, you should be super confused. Unfortunately, I think we can all come to the same conclusion. That is that, yes, we're super excited to be able to provide Dong Wars to you here on BaseTradeTV. Big thanks to them for allowing me to come over to the super sick house and talk about StarCraft in front of a bunch of nerds. I'm also talking about it behind a bunch of nerds because they're actually directly that way. Well, actually, I have to point the other way around. Wait, that way. I don't know. My directions are weird because this camera's actually flipped, so now when I point that way, it's pointing the opposite way, so I actually don't know. This is why when I say somebody's spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, I get it wrong every time. So right now I'm just waiting for No Regret to come back with the final word on whether or not we're going to have one final game. I believe the verdict was a 4-0. Let's see. There's a suggestion from Laugh Names to do a 4v4 between the Dongs. Well, it's actually kind of, oh, you mean like a 4v4 actual map? That would be insanity. We're not doing that, guys.
There's no balance around anything.
Oh my god. Because then all 4 players...
They would just be turtling.
Either just turtle or try to go kill one guy.
It would be terrible.
It would be terrible. Bad idea.
No one would enjoy that.
Okay. So right now we're just waiting to see if there's going to be one more player. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the very first Dong Wars. It's actually hard to pronounce if you want to try to do it correctly with the Korean because it's more like Dong. I can't even say it correctly, but either way. It does mean neighborhood, in case you guys are wondering what on earth the naming conventions are here. It is the second smallest municipality in Korean city architecture, I think, if what I was reading yesterday was correct. But yeah, that's where we came up with the name for it. It's going to be 4v4s, Korean clans and team houses battling it out against each other. See who's going to come out on top. So right now we're waiting for the final word. What's up, No Regret?
What's up, guys? I'm surprised we haven't gotten a noise complaint.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We talk so loud.
Loudly.
Okay.
Oh, are we going? We're going? Looks like we do have one more final game for you guys, just as a bonus for you all tuning in tonight. So, super big thanks to everybody for coming out here. That hair, yeah, I did actually just get it cut yesterday. It's a little bit wacky, so working on it. I've also been pulling it out because I had to cast with No Regret earlier, so just saying. But no, it's actually super cool to be here for what is actually kind of a new format. It's like half like Home Story Cup, half like Pro League, half like Clan Wars. It's like, it's a little bit weird, but it's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys thought so too. If you have any feedback or suggestions, you can let BaseTradeTV know on Twitter at BaseTradeTV. You can also tweet at me at RapidCasting or at No Regret at OnFireNoRegret.
Enoch versus Major.
Oh my goodness, that's so sick.
We won't get to cast a TVT.
Woo! It's another TVZ.
Yeah.
No Protoss allowed.
Enoch versus Major. So excited.
Okay, so yeah, we have one bonus Dong match coming up here. Why are you typing in Korean, No Regret? Okay, so we're just trying to figure out what the last and final map is of the night.
The last or final map. It's a whole new clan war.
It's a whole new clan war?
Yep. We're redoing it. So they won the first clan war. If we win the second clan war, we'll split the prize 50-50.
Okay.
If we lose, they get 100% of the prize. So originally it was 75-25 split.
So we're pretty much doing what? Double or nothing? Not
double
quite.
Or nothing.
No,
basically.
it's not actually double. It's double or nothing for us.
It is for us.
Okay.
It's sort of double or nothing. I don't
Okay.
know.
So
I think it's fair though, right?
We're just doing it again.
It's fair because either way, it's a 25% difference, right? 25% up or 25% down for them. So it's even, I think.
Basically, 100%.
My math is right? I think
No,
it's pretty.
it's completely
How is it
wrong.
not even?
Because so basically we're just putting 25% of the prize pool on the line.
Yes.
Okay, good.
But for both of them. For both us and them.
Yeah, that's what on the line means.
Yes.
I don't know where
so
the
that's
line
why I
is.
said 25% up or down.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I was right.
Okay, good. You can tell we're both math majors. Actually, just kidding. That was only me, but probably wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, so cool. So we're gonna be looking for the next map. It looks like it is Newkirk. No, that's the veto. Okay.
I can't tell.
So we're vetoing the final map. We're trying to get the, I guess, Re-Clan War.
Yeah, this is the Reclan War. The
Okay.
first clan war was so fast too, so it's kind
That's
of
very
good
true.
that we have a second one here. I think we have a lot of time on this channel. They said we could cast for a long time.
How long?
Long.
We can just like leave the channel up with music.
We could, but that would gain us anything.
No, we could play advertisements the whole time.
But
Suggestions
minus
saying to
25
do it in Carbot. That's actually never going to happen.
Never gonna happen.
Big shout outs to Carbot. It's like his birthday a couple days ago. Unfortunately, his mod is not something we're to be using competitively.
Proxima. Okay.
Proxima.
Proxima.
Wasn't that the first? No, it was this. Wait, have we been on Proxima yet?
We have, but we're reading, so.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Oh, so we're
new.
doing everything over again. Okay, maps included. All right.
It's a brand new clan war.
Wow. Such clan war. Many players.